Welcome to Kit Katastrophe. My name is Kit, and 2018 is quickly coming to a close, at least at the time of this recording. It's been a pretty good year for this channel. I started out in September making reviews here, and by December 26th, I've published 27 reviews and gained 49 subscribers, which I'm quite proud of. And if you're one of them, thank you for supporting me these few months. I hope to bring you all a lot more content in 2019. So, in the spirit of the new year fast approaching, I thought I'd take a look back in 2018 and make a top 10 list of the very best and worst figures I've reviewed this year. This means that any subject of a numbered review is eligible for a spot on this list. Without further ado, here we go, starting with the top 10 worst figures I've reviewed in 2018. Number 10. Power of the Prime's Road Trap. This particular figure isn't very bad per se, but is more so on this list because I happened to review a lot of better figures this year. However, Road Trap does have some major hindrances, such as the egregious robot kibble in vehicle mode and the stunted nature of his joints. I actually really enjoy Road Trap a lot, which is why he's so low on this list. Number 9. CYBERTRON WRECKLOOSE. This figure is kind of a mess. He features an indefensible amount of kibble in robot mode, and a very uninspired transformation aside from the waist swivel. His gimmick is unintrusive, but it doesn't exactly add much to the play value of him. Easily one of the more skippable scouts from the line. Number 8. CYBERTRON Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw is a figure that I just find really boring. He doesn't exactly have much going on. His helicopter mode is kind of lacking for my taste, the transformation is uninspired, and the robot mode doesn't have much going on either. Outside of the Beast Wars homage, this figure has nothing special. Number 7. Power Core Combiner's Mudslinger. Where to begin with this one? He doesn't fit in with his drones at all, his robot mode is a kibbly mess and has yet another uninspiring transformation, and either he's too floppy or too stiff. I'm sure Power Core Combiners has some good molds, but this is surely not one of them. Number 6. Studio Series CROWBAR. Kind of surprising to find a figure from a line full of really good figures here. Most of this guy's issues stem from his dreads. They're nothing but a nuisance in both modes and become extremely annoying to pack in going into vehicle mode. This is without a doubt the worst entry into the Studio Series line so far, at least until Crankcase comes out. Number 5. Classics Optimus Prime. Time to address the elephant in the room. The robot mode is absolutely stunning and damn near perfect. Also, the gimmick is somewhat fun. However, these do not excuse the abhorrent vehicle mode at all. Also, the figure is extremely prone to falling apart mid-conversion, making for a frustrating experience overall. Number 4. Power of the Prime's BATTLESLASH. Now this is a truly bad figure. The helicopter mode is downright dreadful, the transformation is fiddly, and the robot mode is not much better. He looks cobbled together and has the hand feel to match. BATTLESLASH is one of the worst legend scale figures I've handled to date. Number 3. Generation 1 Starscream. I can already hear the gasps of surprise and the calls for my head to roll. Let me explain. Starscream here is not bad simply because he's a G1 figure. Overall, I found every G1 figure I own to be really fun. However, Starscream does not share this goodwill. He features far more parts forming than I'm comfortable with, far more than other entries from the very same year exhibit, and has a truly dreadful vehicle mode. Seriously, Diaclone was all about realistic vehicle modes, why is this one so bad? Number 2. Revenge of the Fallen RC. Yikes. This figure is such a mess. To be fair, a lot of it wasn't this figure's fault to begin with. You can blame the concept artist for Revenge of the Fallen for that, but RC still fails to be a fun figure. She's fiddly and gross and is a right bitch to pose. Plus, she spawned a crossover that is yet to be finished. Number 1. CYBERTRON Run Amok. This might be a little low-hanging fruit, but I don't care. This mold is notorious for good reason. The transformation is absolutely lazy, and the robot mode is an embarrassment to Transformers as a whole. Plus, he can't even activate all his gimmicks due to mold degradation. Ugh. After all those bad figures, maybe we should take a look at the best I've looked this year. Number 10. Movie Blackout. Alright, so we're starting a little weak here. Blackout isn't exactly a great figure, but he's got a lot going on for him. He has a sick helicopter mode and some extremely fun play features, though is brought down by his small size and perpetual misassembly. Obviously, the Studio Series version is a better pick. I've finally gotten him, and I'll get around to him eventually. But you won't be bored with the original, which is why he's at number 10 on the list. Number 9, Studio Series Jazz. Studio Series Jazz is a criminally underrated figure. At last, we finally have a mostly screen-accurate Jazz figure in the deluxe scale, and was handled beautifully. His vehicle mode is amazing, his transformation is fun and intuitive, and his robot mode isn't half bad. It's nicely proportioned, and his sculpted and painted detail are superb. If he could somehow integrate more of that backpack, he'd definitely have a higher spot on this list. Number 8, CYBERTRON Long Rack. At least there was one Armada mold I reviewed that didn't end up in the worst list. This figure, while not exactly meeting all the standards of the modern era, is still an absolute joy to play with. His gimmick might take up his entire arm, but it adds so much playability to this guy, and his posability is great. I definitely want to get the other versions of this mold in the future. Number 7, Prime Dead End. God, this figure is just absolutely amazing. I love everything about it, especially the color scheme. This figure just feels really unique and is a blast to handle. Shame that he doesn't have any bicep rotations. Number 6, Titans Return BLITZWING. Oh yeah, this guy's earned it. This guy barely compromises any of his modes for any of the others and features some ingenious transformation techniques to get there. I don't even mind that he's a headmaster, he's that good. Number 5, Titans Return Octone. BLITZWING may be better in terms of engineering and ambition, but I just like Octone a whole lot more. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but his alternate modes and color scheme really appeal to me, and the wings and robot mode are super dynamic. Definitely my favorite of the Titans Return triple changers. Number 4, Studio Series Thundercracker. I have to say, the Nitro Zeus mold is just fantastic. He's one of the best jet formers I've gotten in recent months, and he features a far more striking color scheme than the original. The head sculpt really goes above and beyond what they needed to do. Now if only they made a Studio Series Skywarp out of the Revenge of the Fallen mind wipe. Number 3, Power the Prime's Battle Trap. What? Kit, you can't be serious, I hear you shout. Both Road Trap and BATTLESLASH were in your worst list. Ah, yes they were, but they were pretty bad figures on their own. However, when combined into Battle Trap, their own singular faults ended up servicing the combined mode. And what a combined mode this is. The two Legends figures aren't worth much on their own, but Battle Trap definitely makes it all worth it. Number 2, Studio Series Bumblebee. This figure exemplifies the refining of the standard Bumblebee transformation over 11 years of development at the deluxe scale. The vehicle mode is perfect, and the robot mode is excellent. Outside of a few tolerance issues, this figure is damn near perfect. Number 1, Studio Series Stinger. To be honest, I never thought Stinger's on-screen model would ever be faithfully recreated in toy form, but here it is. And it is absolutely stunning. The transformation is also a complete delight and full of surprises. This is one figure I would not hesitate to give a 10 out of 10. It's that good. And there it is, the top 10 worst and best Transformers I've reviewed this year. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm a stupid idiot who doesn't know anything about Transformers? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And thank you for supporting my channel this year. This will be my last video of 2018, so I'll see you all in 2019. It's time for me to transform and roll out.